NFL Week 5 betting preview, free game predictions and best bets for Sunday and #X27 live games. We and #X27 got predictions and best bets from Sunday and #X27 big live NFL games, including a classic defense via tag contest and a repeat of the NFC title game. With 3 out of 3 correct predictions last week and a nice 4-1 touchdown tip coming in, we and #X27 re-looking for more of the same as Paul Higham runs through Week 5 and #X27 big matchups in the NFL. It's a classic defense versus attack matchup at Arrowhead as the perfect 4-0 Chiefs put their league-leading offense up against the stingiest defense the NFL has to offer. Kansas City average a tasty 36.3 points per game. The Jags allow just 14 on average, with no teams managing to score more than 20 against them. The stats both sides are pretty impressive. The Chiefs have scored 19 touchdowns with second-year QB Patrick Mahomes producing record numbers, while the Jags have allowed just 4 TDs in 4 games, and none in the first half so far. Jacksonville will be trying to keep the Chiefs below the magical 20-point mark, as they won just one of the 6 games they allowed that many points in last season. But if there's one team they will fancy scoring points on, it's Kansas City and their shoddy defense that allows over 28 points a game. It really is the acid test for the new Mahomes era, but at home with the raucous Arrowhead behind them, they look to have just enough to just about get over the line and make it 4 wins in a row against the Jags. Prediction: Chiefs to win, -4.5. At 5/4 touchdowns, Kareem Hunt and TJ Yeldon both to score at 9/4. It's a rematch of the NFC Championship game, but the way both of these teams are performing, they're some way off being contenders this time around. Revenge will be high in the Vikings' minds after a 38-7 drubbing in Philadelphia shattered their dreams of playing the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Minnesota had the tightest defense in the league before being carved open by Philly in January, and they've not quite recovered from that, with their rear guard hemorrhaging points at an alarming rate. Missed kicks saw them tie with Green Bay before they were pounded by the Bills and outclassed by the Rams, but the Eagles on their part have also suffered disappointing losses to Tampa Bay and Tennessee, which is hardly championship form. Running on the Eagles' top-ranked defense doesn't seem an option, with the Vikes to rusher Dalvin Cook still dealing with injury, so they'll have to hitch their wagon to the arm of new quarterback Kirk Cousins. He has the chance to earn his big money contract facing a familiar foe from his Washington days. Cousins is 4-3 against the Eagles, 2-2 at Lincoln Financial Field, with 12 TDs and just 3 interceptions at the home of the champions. Prediction: Vikings to win at 5/4 touchdowns. Aldrick Robinson anytime TD scorer at 4-1. We've got a Texas Derby rounding off Sunday night's action between two sides who still have more questions than answers after tricky starts to the season. The Texans got their first win of the season last week in a slightly fortunate overtime victory, while the Cowboys have alternated results to go 2-2. How the respective star men get on, or rather if they can be stopped, we'll decide this one, as Dallas running back Ezekiel Elliott and Houston quarterback Deshaun Watson are the heartbeats of the two teams. Watson hasn't been grabbing the headlines of last season, but he's still been putting up some gaudy numbers with 3 successive 300-yard games, while he's equally as dangerous running the ball. Elliott has been the Dallas offense this season and was even catching touchdown passes last week while piling up the rushing yards. But on the whole they've struggled to score, with just 21 combined points from 2 away losses so far. Keeping their respective quarterbacks upright is also a major issue. The Cowboys have allowed 14 sacks this season, and the Texans have the fearsome duo of J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney waiting to pounce, but Houston's offensive line is even worse, better, having allowed 17 sacks, 7 of those in one game last week. Prediction: Texans win, -3.5, at 10-11 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson anytime TD scorer at 3-1.